Welcome to T10 Info TV SK channel. My name is Syed and here I am with the latest and updated news for May 26, 2023. Sri Lanka to complete domestic and external debt reworking by September. Colombo, May 22. As per PTI, President Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that Sri Lanka's debt restructuring program will be completed by September this year and its bankrupt economy will be brought to a stable level, a media report said on Monday. Debt-ridden Sri Lanka is still struggling to normalize its crisis-hit economic after it declared its first ever debt default in April last year. A country becoming bankrupt means that it is a beggar nation. None of us wants to become a beggar nation. We approach the IMF as we have nowhere else to go, Wickremesinghe, also the country finance minister, said on Sunday. Bangladesh promises free fair polls after US warns of visa curbs. Bangladesh will take steps to tackle and prevent unlawful practice or interference in its election, authorities said a day after the United States threatened curbs on citizens of the South Asian nation who undermine them. Concern fled after accusation of vote rigging and targeting of the political opposition married national election in 2014 and 2018, charges denied by the government of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, whose Awami League party owned both. The 2014 polls were boycotted by the rival Bangladeshi National Party, a former Prime Minister Khalida Zia. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken on Wednesday said the US is adopting a new policy to restrict visa for Bangladesh who undermine the democratic election process at home. Cambodia condemned after union leader jailed over casino strike. A Cambodian court has jailed a prominent union leader for 2 years after she and other union members were found guilty of incitement over a strike at the country's only casino, in a decision condemned by human rights group and trade unionists. A Phnom Penh court on Thursday found Chim Sithar, leader of the labor rights supported union of Khmer employee of Naga World, and 8 other current or former union members guilty of incitement to commit a felony or disturb social security. Saudi Arabia created tourism prosecution units in all airports. Saudi Arabia's public prosecution has created a new specialized wing for tourism at the headquarters of the public prosecution. Attorney General and Chairman of the Public Prosecution Council Sheikh Saud Al Majab issued a decision to establish specialized units of tourism prosecution at international and regional airports in the kingdom. The new prosecution aimed to complete the procedure of tourist and visitor case within short time, in accordance with the system and the principle of successful justice and in line with the tourism goals. The tourism prosecution will be directly linked to the public prosecutor and take all legal procedure and measures and dispose of the cases in accordance with the system and will operate around the clock to ensure that tourists enjoy the right and guarantee assigned to them. A cadre or qualified member of the public prosecution and their assistant who have been trained and equipped with the necessary skills will work in the new units in accordance with the highest standard of legal competence and international treaties and covenants. Saudi Arabia Transport Authority start issuing permit for taxi service. The Transport General Authority has started issuing driver cards for practicing fare activities that include public taxi, cab broker and guided vehicle through the Naql platform. TJ has also called on the companies and establishments that are working in the sector of public taxi, taxi cab brokers and guided vehicle to log on to the Naql platform and complete the necessary requirement to issue the cards. UAE to fund World Heritage Rehabilitation Project in Africa. The UAE has announced the establishment of fund to support World Heritage document conservation and capacity building project at number of sites across Africa, Emirates News Agency reported on Thursday. The announcement was made during an event held by the Africa Group at UNESCO headquarters in Paris. The fund will be established in partnership with the International Alliance for the Protection of Heritage in Conflict Areas and the African World Heritage Fund. The UAE will be represented by the Ministry of Culture and Youth as platinum partner of the African World Heritage Fund. Iran successfully launches latest ballistic missile. Iran successfully tested a 2,000 km range ballistic missile on Thursday. Iranian state media said 2 days after the chief of Israel Armed Force raised the prospect of action against Tehran over its nuclear program. Iran, which has one of the biggest missile programs in the Middle East, says its weapons are capable of reaching Israel and US base in the region. Despite opposition from the United States and European countries, Tehran has said it would further develop its defense missile program. Iran has one of the biggest missile programs in the Middle East. Missile has called Khyber, a reference to a Jewish castle overrun by Muslim warrior in the early days of Islam. That's all in today's headlines. Thanks for watching. If you want to receive more important headlines around the world, keep watching T10 Info TV SK channel by subscribing and hit the bell icon to receive notification.